Hello, hello, hello. Hello, friends. Hi. Good day to you. Hello, Tony. Hello, Marcelum. I'm setting up a few things. I rebooted my PC. And, you know, when you reboot, a lot of stuff happens. And usually I reboot my PC like once every, I don't know, 2 months or so. No, maybe once a month. I don't know. Depends, but not very often. So there are some updates that are running on Steam, and I'm now trying to launch the webcam program, which hopefully it will work. Yes, it seems it does. And I will be with you in a second. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let me just check here. Blah, blah, blah. Click, 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 click. Hello. Hey. Hello, hello. No picture of the day. Ah, pity. Pity we don't, but it's okay. So I had zero time. Between yesterday night and now, because I had to do a number of other things. You know, sometimes real life gets into the way, and you also need to do other stuff than working and doing plane shift and eating, which is my usual schedule. But yeah, so I also had something else to do. And yeah, and so I had zero time. So we need to restart from where we left yesterday. So basically, okay, let's test it again and see where we arrived. But I remember that the options in the settings page were okay, or anyway, they were functional. I remember that we could generate some logs for the main chat and also for the NPC chat, but we had a problem because for some reason the NPC chat was not sending back to us whatever we said to the NPC. So basically the NPC log was logging only the text the NPC was saying to us and not the one we were saying to him. We also found a strange part of the code commented out, which actually, you know, I think we should check, because to me it's kind of strange that part of the code is actually commented out. But I mean, probably it is. I think it was under chat manager. Yes, and is here under NPC chat. Because this one seems to be sending back to us a message, right? Chat manager. Let me see if we can 5 March 2018, added comments to the code while analyzing it. Now, this one has been changed. It has not been changed in a very long time. So I would say that piece is probably commented since ever. I guess. I assume so. So yeah, probably this piece is really the way it should be, right? Yes, it was commented out already like 5-6 years ago. So I would say this is not the solution to our problem. It is not. It is not the solution to our problem, unfortunately. I hope it was, but it's not. Hello, Hula. Hi. Welcome, Hula. Bonjour. Bonjour à vous. Comment ça va? I'm trying. Wait. Nearly there, huh? So. The question is, how do we fix this? We follow the flow. I think the best is to follow the flow and see. What? Why my phone is speaking? Why my phone decided to speak to me? That is kind of scary. It's kind of scary. So chat NPC, handle chat message. I mean, I'm pretty sure that this is the entry point. I don't think there is another entry point. So I think that this is really the entry point. Now let's try to follow it a second, okay? So we have, this is the old code. Whenever you see a white background is the old code, and whenever you see a black background like this is the Unreal Engine code, the Unreal Engine game, okay? So it's just checking if the NPC is busy. Then is registering. Okay, this one I think we commented out. So this register speaker, actually we are not executing it in Unreal. Let me see what it's doing. Check speaker event, new check speaker event, event queue, queue event, queue spoke perception. Yeah, but here it is only registering the perception itself. So it's not really sending the message itself. So it's impossible that this part, you know, is doing what we miss. So, so this part is impossible. Now this one is probably the one. Check NPC event. Now this in the new code should be identical in theory. Should be absolutely identical. Unless I did some changes, but I don't think so. You see, I only removed register speaker, but check NPC event is identical, execute script is identical, and show menu is identical. So all of this is doing exactly the same. And then he's doing a respond. Okay, and then he's doing a respond. And then he's doing respond. And respond is returning an NPC response, and the NPC response is then executed, right? Is then executed. And then at that point is calling show menu. So the problem I have is that, so unless is inside execute script, but execute script no, we are missing something else. We are missing something else. Because execute script is executing the response of the NPC. So here he's already responding to us, you know? He is already responding to us. The only place it could be maybe is inside the show menu, but the show menu is basically showing to the client the next set of answers. This is very, very strange. Hello, Lucy. Good afternoon to you. Hi. We are working on something that is not very easy because we have a kind of a strange bug. And I'm trying to figure out why. I'm trying to figure out why, and also I try to compare it with, you know, with the old game. Try to compare it with the old game, and in the old game there is an evident there is an evident tell NPC hello, which was my phrase to the NPC. In fact, it's a send message. And then we got back, two packets. One with NPC internal hello, and another which is my text, and then the answer from the NPC. So we get two received messages, and one is NPC internal. So the one that we are missing in Unreal is this one. Okay, we are missing this one. And I don't understand why this message is not sent to us. So what I did, I said, okay, it's not sent to us, so let's search in the old code where we are creating and sending an NPC internal chat message, right? Because in theory, I mean, this is the old code, so it must generate a new message, a new chat message. Right, this message type chat, I don't know, we can search it everywhere, but this message type chat in theory should be generated server side somewhere. And then we are gonna send back and then we're gonna create a new. So the only way we may have it wrong. I mean, we may have it hidden, you know, is if we did something like this, or if we put a number directly instead of the real chat type. So what I can do, even if it's kind of crazy, but what I can do, I can search. Okay, first let me search again, now that I restarted my PC. Chat NPC internal. Okay, because chat NPC internal is in theory the keyword that we see is the keyword that we see in the debug. You see that there is something weird here on the client side, because on the client side, here we are handling a specific command, right? Look at this code. Look at this code. Look at this code. Look at this code. But fuck, but I'm still receiving it from what is this publish doing? Message handler so you see that if is different than NPC internal, we actually send the message to the server. If is NPC internal, then we just use this publish. Now this publish is not very clear to me. What is it? I mean, if it's specific to the message, no, it's just sending the message. I think this publish is only, and by the way, this publish is where? Is in common net. So it's in NetBase. It's basically getting all the people that are subscribed to that particular type of message, and he's sending to them the message. Because I think it's this line that is doing the thing. I just don't know how. I just don't know how is then reaching. Yeah, because publish is distributing the message to all the subscribers. Exactly. And so we need to understand then who is... Sorry, it's a bit small for you, the text, maybe. But hello, Maui. Hi. Welcome. We are a bit deep into a problem, so may not be very interesting to you. I'm sorry, but I need to fix this. We are a bit deep into this mess. We're a bit deep into this, and I'm trying to understand. Yeah, the problem of handle message is that depends on the subscriber. Anyone can be subscribed to PS chat messages for sure. The chat window itself is subscribed. But again, to me, the important point is that in the network log, because it is a network log, we are getting that message back from the server. I mean, this is the network log. I don't think this one is... This one is... Well, actually, you know that I'm not completely sure. I'm not completely sure if... I'm not completely sure if that's really logging the network or is logging whatever is going through the message handler on the client side. So if we are publishing client only that message, I was trying to find an easy way to search for to search for the place where it was publishing that message, but seems to be harder than I was thinking. Okay. Because basically in the old game is working. In the new game, we are not getting our text when we're speaking with NPC in the chat log. I mean in the chat window, and then obviously also in the chat log. Oh my. I'm searching this printout, but seems I cannot find it. Ah, here it is. Chat message. Okay, chat message to string. There is a chat message to string. So this is basically using toString when sending messages. There should be a log. There should be a log. Chat message to string. There should be. Let me see. Message cracker. Maybe it's inside this one. Send message. Message handler send message. Netbase send message. Netbase send message. Log messages. Yes, we are doing it here. So it's inside NetBase. But you see that if the log is here, which I think it is, if the log is here, this is really a server to client message. It's not just a client to client kind of fake loop, you know? It's not a client to client loop. Is a real send message. Slash tell NPC internal. Player name, personally, get tail chat type, chat and NPC internal. So that is the one that is, but that is only preparing the message for the server. It's doing nothing else. The only thing that is weird is this piece of code that we saw before. That basically for all the messages we are going to send a message through the network. Only for NPC chat internal, we are just publishing it to the subscribers, right? Except, you see, it says except for the display ones, and the display one is saying that is this. So, I mean, anyway, if I don't find the solution, I think I can do it this way, okay? So I think we can, in the chat window, when we are sending a message, to check if it's to an NPC inside the NPC chat bubbles, and if it is, we just print it to the chat, and that's it. There could be a solution. If we don't find why, we can do that. Pause NPC dialog window. Display text in chat. Display text in chat. Now send a message to the NPC. Publish. Tell NPC. Yeah, I think there was something like that. There was something like that going on. I think there was something like that going on, because you see that here this function is explicitly called display text in chat, right? I don't know if there is a description of it. Handle the display of player text in chat. Is inside a pause NPC dialog. In pause NPC dialog is the one that has all the bubble pop-ups, right? Yeah. So I think at the end is handled only. I think it's handled only client side, and I don't know why we have that tracing, but I don't think we don't care too much. I think we can assume that. What? I think we can assume that this is the way. Because you see, here is basically launching an additional tell NPC internal, right? Which is then published, and as we have seen in the other, piece of code, if is internal, is just displaying it to the chat. So I think that is what is happening now. I have no idea who is calling this, but I think everyone is calling. I mean, is calling this. Is calling this. Yes. You see, it's doing it twice. On string entered is doing a tell NPC, which is going server side, and is doing this one, which is only client side. So I think that's the way it's done. I think we kind of unveiled this mystery. Unveil the mystery. Keeping it unveiled. Hello, Shlo. How are you? Shlo? Okay. So I think we have it. And so we will do something similar. Now the question is to know how to do it. But I mean, how to do it? Basically, I mean, if you want to follow the same logic that we had in Legacy, as soon as we were entering text in the NPC dialog window, the bubble one, we were executing this additional print into the chat. So I think we should do exactly the same. So inside, yeah, it's taking a bit of time to load up, but it will. I tell you, it will. Definitely. It will work. Yeah, because I rebooted my PC, as I told you, and so there is basically no cache at the moment in anything, and so it's just, you know, being a bit stupid and loading everything up, right? Right. Absolutely right. Okay. Okay, so yes, inside NPC Chat Bubble, which is this one, which hopefully one day we will also improve the graphics, but for now is okay. When you type something... by the way, there are two things though. If I click on a quest, does it work if I click on a quest? Or does it work when I... Because maybe when I click on a quest... is there, no? No, I think it was not. Because I think this and this are equivalent from our perspective. I think they are absolutely equivalent. I think they are identical. Let me just see what happens when I click on... When I click on a bubble. When I click on a bubble, there must be a button, right? And this button is doing what? Button pressed. Check for special trigger by blah blah blah. Send to the server the specific trigger. Send NPC chat message. Send NPC chat message. Yes, this is replicated to server. I'm just trying to see if we have a common entry point, right? So that we can so if in both cases we arrive here, because if in both cases we arrive here, even if here we are already on the server side, which is not nice. No, we have to do it before this. We have to do it before this one. So in one case we'll be here, in the middle here. In one case we'll be here. And then the other case will be... The other case will be when we have the free text. Okay, when we have the free text. When we have the free text, send NPC chat message. Yeah, actually we are going through exactly the same. Okay, so it's the same call, but okay. I think it's good. I don't know why we have this printout, but basically here send an NPC chat message and display it in the chat. Now, this will not be very easy to do, because to display in the chat, we need to add something here in the middle, okay? The problem is that the easiest would be to send another message to our client, faking it as a real message. The problem is if I do that, so if I do, for example, this one, receive chat message on client, you know, this will not really work. This will not really work. Unless, wait, maybe there is a solution. We use the same trick. Unless we use the same identical trick, which is to split based on NPC internal. Yeah, we should use the same trick. We should use the same trick. So if we make that message of type chat NPC internal, and then we send it to the same function, everything will work as expected, right? Everything will work as expected. Everything will work as expected with the, let me change the music. Let me change the music 1 second. So let's say that I take NPC internal, okay? I generate a new message which is of type NPC internal. And this one is getting received on our client. And we are going to display. The only problem is that this one will not go automatically into NPC. No, but I think we can, you know what? I think we can just do this. So we just redirect NPC internal into the NPC thing. And everything else in theory should work as expected. In theory, everything else was expected. Now we need to generate a new. So the function we need to call is the receive chat message. Now, or we call directly this. We can also call directly this one. Can we call directly this one? On win chat, receive message. Yeah, in theory we can. So, or we call this function, or we call this function, but I don't see the value of calling this. I think we can just call this. Okay, we just call that. So if we just call that, I don't know why we have this print, but probably was some debug stuff. If we just call that, we need to do what? We need to get from here win chat, right? And from win chat we call receive message. Okay. And we set the type as NPC internal, right? And we set the sender. The problem is now, do we have this information? Yes and no. We don't have it in this window. Our name, we don't have it in this window, so we need to go and get it. The only way to go and get it is to get the control pawn and then cast it to plane shift, whatever, and then, I mean, it's the only way. And then get the full name from here. I know it's a bit of a, you know, run around, but it's the only way we can do it. It's a bit of a run around, but I think it's okay. These calls anyway are super quick. I mean, it's just, you know, call on. Okay, so this one we should know. So this one now we know. Now this one, which is the message, in theory is the text. So the message should be very easy. The message is this one. So yeah, so I think this one should do it for this part, hopefully. Now we need to see for the other part, because there were two places. So let me maybe put just an info here, because I think we may, I mean, in 1 year from now we may forget why we did this. Display the player text in the chat without going server side. So that's the thing, right? So we display the text without going server side. So we do everything on the client side, which I think is nice. Now the same thing, we need to do it inside Chat Bubble. Exactly the same. At your level, I think you need to change all the playlists. What do you mean? What do you mean, Hula? You don't like the playlist, or? And display the text in the chat. Now here we have the same problem, because we don't have anything. We don't have our name, we don't have... Well, actually our name is displayed on the footer of this, but yeah, we basically don't have any of that. We don't have any of that. So we need to get... Wow, this one was sounding so much like Cyberpunk 2077. This music? Is the same effect. Oh wow, it's the same effect. Yeah, I mean obviously, it's not that easy to invent new effects, but this song is the same. I mean, obviously it's not the same song. It's a completely different game, but... And also this game came out before Cyberpunk 2077, but that instrument is totally the same. I don't know if you played Cyberpunk, but I think it's a very nice game. So we need to copy this. And we need to put it in. And wait. Now we have it on player control. Okay. It is not that I don't like. They are the same from 551 episodes. What do you mean they are the same? We are speaking of... At the moment we have 2,454 songs. 2,454 songs. Which are randomized. Right? So assuming a song is about 3 minutes, but we also have one song that is 42 minutes, for example. So assuming that the average is 3 minutes, which I think is even you know, conservative, a conservative estimate. We have 7,362 minutes of different music at the moment, right? Which divided by 60 is 122 hours, right? So yes, there would be repetitions, but there would be one repetition every 122 hours. I think the software don't know this number, too many the same count the same. Well, that's possible that the randomization is not perfect, but if you have other songs to suggest, let me know. Let me know which video games you think we can. I mean, I tend to put music of video games that I played or video games that I liked, but if you have other video games that you think I should put in the list that they have good music, let me know. For example, I added this one. This one is new, Celeste, which by the way is a very nice game. I suggest it to you if you want to play it. Is a platformer like this, and it's a very nice game. This one, for example, is new. I added it. Free for all. No, don't care about free for all. I can check myself the free for all, so don't care about it. If it's not free, I will find out. It can be any video game that you liked and you think he has a good soundtrack music. But yes, but it's true that it's sometime I'm not updating this list, but I mean it's already a pretty massive list, I have to say. Star Citizen. Star Citizen, I think I don't have it in the list. Let me check. Star Citizen. I have Faster Than Light. I mean, for science fiction games, I have Faster Than Light, and I have what is the name of the other one? Stellaris. Stellaris I have two. I can check Star Citizen. Is missing at the moment. I have to do a check on YouTube if it's possible to play it without copyright strikes, but I can check it. I can check it. Usually what I do is this. I go Star Citizen soundtrack. Okay. Usually it's on YouTube. This one is 39 minutes. Then I basically play it. And I upload it in one of my video in private mode, and I check if YouTube is giving a copyright strike or not. Right? And if it's not giving a copyright strike, I use it. So this is usually the way I do it. Another way, if I really don't have the time, I just play it during the stream and see what happens. Right? Yeah, I don't care about the copyright stuff. So basically what we can do a test right now. We can do a test right now. So we can let it go for a bit. And we will see if we get, for this stream in particular, a copyright strike. And if we do, then I cannot use it. But if we don't, we can use it. And I will just have to mute the stream in case. I mean, personally, I think that video games should really allow the usage of their games music in streams, mainly if it's used as background music. Mainly if it's used as background music. If you display, you know, the owner, because at the end you are making, you know, you are advertising the game somehow for them. So I would be super happy, you know, if people are playing Plane Shift music in their stream saying that it's from Plane Shift. I would be very happy. But yeah, it's the same as watching, you know, a YouTube video like this with the music running. And by the way, I never played this game. I don't know even if I know this game. I don't know if I know this game. What is this game? I don't remember the... I think I've seen some videos where they were trying to... because he was crowdfunded. If it was crowdfunded, then I think I remember. It was a Kickstarter. Holy shit! In February... Well, I can put it in English. They have crowdfunded 300 millions? Holy shit. Oh my god. They have crowdfunded 300 millions in June 2020. Wow. Wow. Wow, 300 millions. Oh my god, I hope it's a good game, because with 300 millions taken from people, I hope it's a good game. Is it released now or not? Reception. Compared to No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky also, I don't know if I have the... No Man's Sky, I think I don't have the soundtrack. I can search that. The last time I checked, Star Citizen with large was a hope wrapped inside a dream, buried inside a few layers of controversy. Oh my god. I was not aware of that. While sending each game has something different to offer, PC Gamer describing Star Citizen as the other super ambitious controversial space sim on the horizon. Yeah, but man, 300 millions, you can make a game, I tell you. If you have 300, if I had 300 millions now, I could make a game for sure. Yet unfinished. So they are continuously crowdfunding it, so you can continue to give them money. You can continue to give them money, but they are not releasing anything. Wow. That's kind of shady though. I mean... That's kind of shady though. I mean... Yeah, you can kickstart right now, I think. Even here it says 2 millions. Anyway, interesting. I don't know if I want to have their music then. I mean, if it's such a controversial project that didn't produce anything and people are not happy about it and such, maybe I don't want to have their music. You can play it? Okay. You can play it, but it's not finished. Well, that sounds familiar to me. The you can play it, but it's not finished sounds very familiar to me. I don't know why, but it does. The only difference is the $300 million. between us and them. Are you happy with it? Okay. At 300 millions is a lot. I mean, for a video game... yeah, but for a video game is a lot anyway. For a video game is a lot. Okay, so so we did the fix. Now I want to see if the fix works, because in theory it should work. Let me see if when we type now, we get the message. And if we get the message in the logs as well. Because this is kind of an anomaly that we found out yesterday when we were working on the logs. The Chronicles of Elir is a game in development. They ask a potential player to give money. More than $1 million. But no game in USA, people just a group against them. I see. I mean, at the end, you know, if you are kickstarting something, if you are crowdfunding something, you know that it may anyway go wrong. I mean, it's just a support for an idea or a game that will develop, but you really don't have any certainty, you know, of the quality of anything. So I think at the end is okay. I mean, I guess that the majority of the people that decided to crowdfund this Star Citizen game, they were aware that it may have failed, you know, or it may be the quality would not be the best, or because you know that it's not a commercial, you know, it's not a company that is you know, putting the investment up front and building a game. At the same time, when you see a number like 300 millions, you know, I mean, it's true that you didn't contribute 300 million yourself. Maybe you contributed $10, right? But when you see that number, you would say like, wow. I mean, how they are using that money. How are they using that? Ouch. 6 a.m. 6 a.m. Why is always 6 a.m.? It takes 45 minutes to do the run around. Okay, I need to change the time of the server. A lot of elite players are migrating over. Well, I wish them success. I mean, like, it's always nice to see, you know, new games. So I have no reason to say anything against them. But I mean, with 300 millions, you should be doing very, very, very good. I mean, you can really hire the best talents. You know, you can hire the best of the best artists, the best programmers, the best music people, the best, you know, you can really do a lot. And produce. The problem is the project owner, you know, so who is leading this thing, because you can also you can have money, but if you are not good at you know, running a company, or if you are not good at managing money, or you don't know exactly what to do, then it becomes a problem, because maybe you are spending the money in the wrong place, or you are just not spending the money because you don't know exactly how. I don't know. I have no background information on on that game, so but I wish they can I wish them the best. Why not? I mean, it's true that if you then go into, you know, corporate cost, you know, 300 million at the end is not even insane, right? Because if you start to, you know, have offices and a large team, you then have to equip yourself with you know, all the different departments needed. So you need a finance, a legal, you need marketing, you need so, and I mean, costs are going up very quickly. That's true. But still, 300 millions is print this to chat, please. You're speaking strangely. Okay. Fuck, I need to fix that. This we need to fix sooner. Print this to chat, please. Ha ha ha, you see? Okay, so this one now works, at least with the free text. Now let's see if it works also with the predefined. Is there anything you need, right? Because this one is a bit more complex. Is there anything you need? It may print the trigger instead of... Ah, yes, you see, it print the trigger. It prints the trigger. No, that is not good. It kind of works, but not really. No, I mean, we still need to do one fix because it's printing the trigger. The trigger is the internal ID that we use for each phrase in the quest system, and actually should not print the trigger. So in WD Chat Bubble should not print this, but should actually print fuck, we don't have it. No, we have it. It's this text, 100%. Is this text. Is text chat bubble? Yes, it's text chat bubble. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so now it will be okay. Do. Okay, let's try. Let's try, and if it works, we fix that problematic part, which is very nice because I was a bit, you know, on no man's land to say where are we? I was a bit lost. What should we do? Just waiting the server to pop up. I mean, start up. Param pam pam. Okay. So I start to speak with this guy and click on this and click on this and then see. Yeah, I really need to fix that, because at the moment the font size is fucked up. I don't know why. Is there anything you need? You can trust your instinct with me. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay, so it's working. It's working. Now we just need to see if this log is going into the right place. So we need to see if the NPC log is going to NPC log. I mean, it's going to chat at the moment because we didn't split to separate file. Why? Interesting. Why? Why we only have one line? This is strange, huh? Blah 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 blah. Why we only have one line and it is not going immediately? Why is not going immediately to this file? Why? What the hell? Couldn't create chat log file. Couldn't create chat log file. It seems that something happened when we open the options and we save it again. No. It seems there is another problem, boys. Yes, couldn't create chat log files. Rerarer blah 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 txt. Maybe because it's already open by us? I don't know. I mean, if it's open in Notepad, in theory, it should not be an issue, but... could not create chat log file. Interesting. Couldn't create. Why is trying to create it again? Considering that we said because it should not create it again because we have wait was that was inside no, but this is done on C++. It's not this one. What? Oh wait. Okay. Wait. Where was that, boys? Was it in PS character directly? Oh my god. Where was that? I was in player controller. Was in player control. You killed the server? If not, open file. So it seems that open file is not good. Why open file is not good? So assuming that we get the right value and we try to open this file. Maybe it's what Gion was saying yesterday. That yes, because in theory here I'm trying to open NPC, and here I'm trying to open NPC, and this open file is NPC, right? I think we need to redo open file down here. I mean defined. With the final one that we yeah. I think that's the problem. I think we need to redo here our open file with the right file. Otherwise, we are trying to keep open a file that is actually not the right one. So it will only write the first time. Because let me think about it in 1 second, but I think that's the solution. But basically in this part of the code we are only checking if we uncheck the checkbox, right? And so we are trying to check if the NPC box, the NPC that is coming in, still has an open file, right? And we are trying to close that file. So if NPC was open, if the NPC file was open, here we are closing it, okay? And that's fine, but it is fine. But this open file is pointing to a potentially closed file, right? While here, I then need to know which is the real file that I want to write on, which in this case is chat, right? Yes, I think that was the mistake. Okay. If you can kill it again, Shlu, it may be good in the sense that if you find something that you can reproduce and is continuously killing the server, right? I can go in the server window and try to understand what is going on, right? If you manage to kill it again. I can keep it I can keep it on the other window and keep an eye, and if it crashes we can check why. Because we want to find all possible crashes. Mainly if they are server side. Client side, I'm happy about it, but server side, is more important because I know it goes down. If it goes down, every player gets disconnected, so it's pretty bad. Hello, Pierre Machine. I'm good. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. We are fixing bugs, and every time we are fixing bugs, you know, it's a good time. It's always nice to fix bugs. And making the game more stable. I think we are not too far from switching the game, you know, from the old to the new. I don't know exactly when I want to do it, but I'm feeling that we are getting closer and closer. I think the major issue we have at the moment is with Linux, because due to Unreal, the Linux release is not really stable. It's crashing a lot. Some people cannot play. It's pretty annoying. Okay, so now it should work also the second time, because the first time... Hello, this is the first time we speak. Okay. Hi, this is the second time we speak. Fuck, didn't work. Why? Ah, because I'm stupid like a... I'm stupid like an orc. Because this has to be here, obviously, not here. Otherwise, if it's not splitting, we will not reset the file. Okay. Okay. It was in the wrong place. It was in the wrong place, my friends. Succeeded already? It was super quick. Yeah, because I didn't change the header file or anything, so... That's why. Hi. Is this the first time? Hi. This is the second time. Ah, I didn't give the error anymore. So probably it worked. Probably. I have it open. No, I don't have it open. I don't have it open. I need to open it. Okay, but it seems good. Hi, this is the first time. This is the second time. Go away. Oh my god, go away. He said go away to me. But he also said made it crystal shine brightly on you. Which is nice. Okay, seems to work. Now, let's try some other cases, okay? Some other cases is that now I decide that the NPC text is annoying and I want the NPC text to go into a separate file, right? So now I speak with him again, and I say, you should be on another file now. And I also click on this. And now we go and see if this file has not been changed. In fact, it has not been changed, but we should have a new file, hopefully, which is this one. Yes, we have it. No, because it's super old, and so it's not this one. 6:06 p.m. Yeah, it's correct. You should be on another file now. Is there anything you need? Hello there. Okay, nice. So it seems to be working. It seems to be working. Now let's try to remove the split, because that's the other operation we want to do. So we go in our options and we remove the split. So by removing the split, the open file should be closed. So you are back now in the main file. You are back now in the main file. Nice. It's working. It is working. Okay, it seems to be working. Now there may be some bug. There is some bug here and there, but it seems to be that the system is pretty much working. Okay, so we have our log files again. Yay! The server stayed up, but the paths are so cumbersome to use. Yeah, they have been annoying to move. I know. Moving with the paths is not very nice. Mainly when you go backward. When you go backward, they go crazy. I don't know why. But I will try to fix it one day. One day. But remember that with the path you can use exactly the same command. So you can use Autorun if you want. So if you press R, is going in Autorun, right? So it could be, you know, could be good. It could be good. Okay, so what we want to do, we want to test more cases, or maybe we can test the whisper. The whisper. Let's test the whisper. What is the whisper at the moment? The whisper is separate to another file. Yes, it is. Okay, let's try to do the whisper. Tell Rerarir, hey man. Okay. In theory, we should have. There should be a new file. There should be a new file. Unless we don't split whisper, but I think we do. We have two chat files, but no, sorry, this one is old. I think it didn't split it. I think it didn't. Why didn't split it? Why it didn't split? That's a good question. I said whisper split. I said whisper split, and it didn't split. In theory, we should go through this, right? Chat tell or chat self. Whisper. Unless there is another chat type, but I don't think so. I think these are the two. Did I make any mistakes? I don't think so. Because he went into the main chat. No, it's strange. He should have done it. Unless he's not recognizing this as whisper, but I think he should. He didn't split it. He didn't split it. Where can be the problem? The problem can be... but log chat message for sure we are... let me fix the font because I'm super annoyed that this font is not working. That I have to do this basically to have the font back to the right sides. I don't know why. Basically it looks like when we are loading, it's not loading it properly. Chat font size 9. Yeah, the default one. Yes, the default one. Ah, I think I know. I think I know. Wait. I think I know why it's fucked up. Wait. I have something in mind. I think because we are reading 0. We are reading 0 from the... We are reading 0 and we are not summing it up with the default value. I think that can be the issue. I think that can be the issue, boys. That can be the issue. This one we don't need it anymore. This one this one depends. You may need it. So I think that when we are initializing the setting and we are reading that value from wait, not here. Here, yes, here. So we are constructing interface. In constructing interface, we are reading the different default chats font size, and these ones are correct because these ones are pointing to 9 and 10 and whatever. But then we are setting the modified chat font size and the modified chat bubble font size, but I think in this operation we need to sum with the default. Yes, exactly, because this is then the one that we... Yes. Yes. Okay. I know the problem, and also I know how to fix it, which is great. I know how to fix it. I think I know. Bum. Yes, I think this should do it in theory. And I need to do the same for the bubble. Crap. Okay. I need to do the same for the modified chat bubble font size. So I need to get the default bubble, whatever. I need to sum it up with the value that we read from the configuration file. And then we need to set this into this. Okay, I think this will fix the problem that we had with the font at the beginning. Which, by the way, was both on, I mean, it was on both of them, It was on both of them, so it was on both of them. Okay, we should test it a bit. So now it should not, but we still have the problem with the whisper not getting split. I don't know why. Maybe we should launch the client in debug mode. Yeah, let's launch the client in debug mode. So we see exactly which value we get. But we are very close. I think that is pretty much working. It's pretty much working. There are just few things, but the system is basically working, which is nice. No, it compiled freaking. There was the editor open, so I did a hot rebuild. I hate hot rebuilds, so we're gonna do it again. I don't like when he does the hot rebuilds because it's risky. And sometimes it's not working. So I don't want to have it. No, I don't want to have it. Okay, should be rebuilding fine. Hopefully, is running now. Okay. Let's launch the, so now we have the client in debug mode. We have the client in debug mode. Easy enough, huh? Easy. Okay, let's wait that everything is starting up properly. Vediamo map. Okay. I think we should be good to go. So let's log in. So the font should be fixed. And for the whisper, we will see. So the font, if I say hi, okay, apart from this, okay, the font is fixed, as you can see, which is good, and it should be fixed also in main. Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. Now we want to whisper, and we want to understand why when we whisper chat tell, yes, so it is correct. Chat tell, this will skip it. It will go here. Ah, what do you mean? Why split to separate file is false? Ah, that's the problem. That's the problem, boys. For some reason, split to separate file is false, even if it's true here. So we have a mismatch. We have a mismatch in the split to separate file. So that's our problem. So I probably did something wrong in the whisper assignment. Yes. I think I know where is it. I think I know. No, I think I know. Meanwhile, you can think of what we should fix next. When I finish this, what should we do? What should we do? Is there any bug? Is there any open bug that is really urgent and that we need? Okay, so we come here, right? We come here. And so I think the problem is that I'm not setting properly the split to file in receive chat message on client. I think the problem is here. I think the problem is in this mess. Let me check whisper. Tell self. Yes, we don't do it. Yes, we don't do it. We didn't separate the whisper. Okay, we didn't separate the whisper, so we need to separate it. And we can separate it fairly easily because they are both coming here. And so this graph is becoming more and more complex. I know. Now I need the index. Where is this index at? I need the index, which is basically this index 0, 1, 2, 3. So actually whisper is 3, assuming that combat is 2. Combat, yes, whisper is 3. Whisper is 3. We may have others that are fucked up, but I think I will take them as bugs, so I will let you test, because there is a lot of testing going on in this, so I don't think I can test every single case. And I tested already a number of cases. The others, you will test it. Thank you. And you will tell me if it's broken. And if it's broken, I will fix it. Okay. This is the index we use in the array of logs. Yeah, let's say in the array of normalized logs, but it's fine. It's fine. I think that now it will split it. Now I cannot test groups, alliance, guild, help, auction. Also because we are not using them too much these days, right? So, but when we use, we will use them soon. and you can test, you know, you can test that everything is working okay. Okay. Let's just test the whisper because it's the one that we okay, you should have created a separate log file called whisper, hopefully. Yes, it did. Okay, nice. So it's actually working. Okay, I think it's working. I think it's working, it's splitting properly to multiple files, the options are working, the loading is working, the saving is working. I think the chat logs are done. Chat logs are done. Let me know if it works when I will release the next version. And if you see any bugs, just report them to me and I will fix them. Yay! What do you want to do next, boys? Do you have an idea of, you know, anything that you really want to be done, or apart from fixing mounts? But that's a very hard one, and at the moment I will not. But I understand that they are a bit annoying to. They are kind of annoying to use. That I know. Okay, let's check the bug list. I don't know if I did I add something in mind myself? Did I add something in mind myself? Did I add something in mind? I'm thinking. I mean, I was fixing the reason I did the chat logs is because I wanted to have a way to by the way, there is an issue in this though. That all the commands that are on the client side probably will not print to log. What about checking the ballista? Yeah, checking the ballista is a great idea. I think we can do that. Why not? I like the ballista. So, and also it's a bit of a, you know, a good break from the coding and fixing that we were doing. Should I just get your latest message? And that's good, and that's the good one? Or do you have other newer versions? Because basically what we did, we downloaded a ballista from a free website that I think Hula linked. So I think the originator of this is Hula, that said, what about a nice ballista? Or someone else said a nice ballista, and then Hula searched some sites, and then we found one that was okay. And then I asked to Marcellum, hey Marcellum, can you please try to make this ballista look nice? And he did. So I think we can save it. Where do I save it? I think we should save it initially under 3D. What is it? Is it transport or I mean, it's a siege weapon, but I don't know how to categorize it. I think we can put it under weapons. Maybe we can create a weapon siege. Or under weapon ranged, but I mean it's a bit more than a player weapon. That's the latest in 4 bits, so it can be crafted. You want to be able to craft a ballista? Let's create a new folder that is called Weapon Siege, okay? And we will put the ballista there. Weapon Siege, and I put it under our source file, I mean the original source files, which is not exactly the place where we then keep the Unreal Engine source files, but don't worry, things will be nice. Ballista. The question is, how do we use it then? I mean, I don't know, we can think about it. Ballista bits. And then there is metal. Let me check the texture 1 second. Wow. 248. Too much. But anyway, nice texture. Rope. 1024, too much, but anyway, nice texture. We already have a rope and wood. Isn't this wood a bit too much ruined? But anyway, let's see how it looks. Just in case. Okay. So what do we want to check? What we want to check? It looks very nice. Hey bro, the current directory. Blender. The current directory, I mean... Meh. It's not working. The rope texture for some reason is not applying to it. I mean, it's not the right UV. I don't know why. Or this is not the right texture, or it's not the right UV, one or the other. Or maybe you split it. Maybe you split it more. And there is another rope, maybe. No. Can you check the rope texture, because it's not the right UV. Apart from that, I think it looks very, very nice. Let's do some analysis of this, okay? Trying to understand. Okay, first thing we need to know, total poly count. Total poly count is 8,925, which I would say is a bit high. Is a bit high. So the quality is of this thing is very high. We need to see where we are losing a bit of polygons. For sure in the wheels. The wheels are still very, very nice. We may decide to leave it this way, but I'm just saying that here, for example, there is a lot of, you know, additional... Oh, I cannot click on this? No idea. Ah, because it's a separate piece. But it's not too much. I mean, I think the model is solid. The model is very nice. We may also decide to keep it this way. It's a bit on the high side. It's a bit on the high side, but not dramatic. Not dramatic. Not dramatic. Not dramatic. Now the question would be why we need this one, right? Why we need this, 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 and this? Just to give it a bit more of a rounded shape, probably. Yeah. To give it a bit more of a rounded shape, I understand. I mean, if we want, we can save a lot of polygons in these wheels. But I think it will change a bit the quality. Because basically all these vertices may be cut off. They give some, you know, you see that they are very close anyway to the tangent here, but they give some roundness, you know, by saying that they are really needed. I would say no. The only question is, can I do it on one wheel and then duplicate it? Do you know, Marcelo, if the 4 wheels are exactly identical or not? There was a darker rope texture. No, from the one that I extracted, there are only 3 textures: metal, rope, and wood. And I used rope, which is this one. This is what was into the zip file. Anyway, I think the 4 wheels are exactly identical. That's my take. They look exactly identical. Okay, so I think we're gonna optimize the wheels a bit. Now, can I do it with decimate or not? I mean, it's actually very easy to do. I mean, I can just GG into this, you know, all of the right vertices and fuck, that's why. That's why. Fuck. Wait. Wait. No, but I can do it here, right? I can do it here. Why not? He's not keeping the texture very well, though. It's fucking up a bit. Basically, my idea would be to completely destroy these vertices. All of these vertices. This one, this one, this one. On both sides, and then just copy the wheel to the other wheels. So we do it once and forever. Once and forever. Because in my point of view, there is no reason to keep those vertices. The wheel is already very very high poly and well, very high poly maybe not, but I mean it's already good quality. Very high poly maybe too much. And we will go down a bit because it is all vertices on both sides on 4 wheels, so there is some multiplication going on, you know. So Marcelum basically consider that now you don't have the master file anymore, okay? So I have the master file, so you cannot do changes anymore. Because I'm starting to modify it. Unless I give you back this file, right? Please don't do changes on your side anymore. Okay. So if we merge by distance, we remove 17 vertices. Okay, now we need to decide what to do with the other side. I mean, with the inner circle. I think the inner circle is also super close. Now, the inner circle is actually giving a bit of a variation to the wheel so that it doesn't look so flat, you know, but it looks a bit handmade, you know. So we may decide to leave those vertices in. You see that it gives a bit of a variation on how this thing looks. If I remove it, it will look very square, right? If I go from this to this, right, and then I will have to cut off that, but it will I mean, I don't think we are gaining much by removing the other vertices there. I'm just thinking, huh? I don't think we are gaining too much. I mean, we could merge these two, but then the wheel will start to look less nice. But you see that there is a bit of a fuck up here, huh? I think we will not gain too much. I don't really like too much this geometry. Like this triangle, you see how this triangle is? I mean, it's like an horizontal triangle on top of, I don't know. You didn't triangulate, and so probably you didn't see that. Nice ballista. What are you going to use it? I think I want to use it for combat. I mean, no, I think we need to fix this. You know, I think we need to fix this horizontal because these ones will look so weird. You see how it is? This will look so weird for light because light will hit that vertically, and I don't think it's a good idea. The problem is that this has been optimized, right? So in theory, there should be a line, right? There should be a line that goes from here down here. But if I do this, which I can do, we are obviously increasing the poly count quite a bit. But then maybe what we can do is to G this and G this and move it out and merge it, and at least now he has the proper, you know, he has the proper vertex in the proper place. Right? And you see that we can even merge that. And we can even merge this then. The only problem is that now this is going to fuck up here. So we basically need to split. I mean, yeah, there is a bit of work to do, but overall, I think the model looks very nice. There is just a bit of work needed to fix those wheels. And I think that then we will have to... we will have... So yeah, I think the technique is just to knife. Let's do all the knives, okay? Just to knife and merge, knife and merge, knife and merge. I think that's the only thing we should do. Because if I knife like this, right? And then I merge this into that, right? It becomes correct. Then we will have to do it for this one as well. But I don't want to touch the vertices that are on the outside, on the inside of the wheel, right? But I want to be sure that we are bringing this back to the right shape. Because the right vertex is this one, not this one, right? The correct vertex is the one that is sitting down there. Now, originally this one was probably way more complex than this, so the decimate cannot do, you know, the perfect job. And we will then try to move it a bit, I mean, to make it slightly... I mean, not perfect, because I think in general, you know, if you make the model look a bit less perfect, it will probably look nicer. But, and you see that in some places we have a double vertex. And here we have the problem. Well, here we have a number of problems. Because here we have more than one. I think that will do. But we do it on one, right? We do it on one wheel and then we just duplicate it to all the others because it looks like they are all identical. So, and then if we want, we can maybe add a bit of variation. Then we can add a bit of variation. I don't know if this will really reduce the poly count so much, but I think it will make anyway the wheel look better. I don't think it will reduce the poly count too much because anyway I'm cutting off pieces and merging them again, so I'm adding new geometry. Right? But now it should be cleaner. Now the job is not done yet. The job is not... What happened? Did I say G? And I said hide. Job is not done yet because, as you can see, we still have a number of issues in subdivisions. Not everywhere, but for example here, no, here it should be fine. Here it should be fine. Whenever we split, hey, the texture will, I mean, the texture is not, it's not going to be fine. That I know, but that I know. So I said I want to use it in combat. So the idea is that tribes, you know, tribes can build villages, right? And tribes can build structures, right? And so the idea is that tribes will build stuff that players may want to destroy, right? Now, I think there can be some stuff that can be destroyed only by siege machines, which I think would be pretty cool. So you will need a siege machine to destroy certain buildings that NPC have built. I mean, obviously we are speaking about hostile NPC. I mean, NPC that you don't want in your area, or you don't want in that particular area. But yes, I would like to have buildings that can be destroyed. Like doors as well, that can be destroyed and things like that. I don't know, I mean, I don't know if I have to do these cuts, but basically what this cut is doing is just making the geometry be meaningful to, I mean, I don't know how to say, but more correct compared to the shape, right? And the same here. So here we should have a cut here, we should not have a cut like this, right? No! What did I do? Merge at center. I did merge at center. GG, merge at center. What is going on with the light? I don't know, the light... The light may go pretty crazy with these changes. Okay, so now it seems that on this side, our wheel is very clean. So basically it has one box, as you can see, for each of these segments. So every segment has its own box. Now they are not all oriented the same way, but I would say this is not really a problem for us. We still have an issue here. I have no idea what is going on here, but I don't know if it's just the texture itself or... Yeah, it was just the normal that went a bit crazy. Okay, so we did the inside, sorry, the outside. Now we should do the same on the other side, unfortunately. But it's okay. Or we duplicate, but I don't like to duplicate in this direction. I think we can do it on the other side. It's no big deal. It's not big deal. The inside is the inner ring seems to be all good. Now we will have to think what to do, you know, here as well, because here there is a bit of the same issue. But I mean, it's so little vertices that we can leave it. I think we can leave it. We just give a bit more of a round shape, so which I think is okay. Unfortunately, here inside we have to do the same thing. I don't know if I can do it in a quicker way. Let me think about it. Basically, I need to split vertically. I need to split vertically everywhere. So I think if I split vertically everywhere, I will have then more vertices to merge, but probably will be quicker to do because I don't have to think about it. I just go and cut, go and cut, go and cut, and then go and merge everything, and at the end it will be good. Right? The problem is that yes, all these vertices don't have the proper cut. I think it is a result of the decimate. That he tried his best, you know, to do the job, but at the end, he didn't do it the right way. Yeah, and we will analyze all the other pieces of the ballista the same way, but for what I see, it seems that the wheels were the ones with the most issue. The rest seem to be better. At the moment we are adding a lot of polygons, but we will remove them again. Hopefully I'm not making a mess, but because sometimes you click on cut and it's not really cutting in the proper place, right? So it happened already. And you are cutting off maybe very close to the vertex, but not exactly at the vertex, and the result is a wrong cut. Here I think I can just Here I think I can just move this here. Okay, cut. Okay, it's done. So we will merge by distance, and then we will start to merge. Now at this point we will not have to split anymore any segments, because there is the final split. So in theory all the pieces should go in the right place. There should be no error. This is probably a faster way, just because it requires less thinking. So you're not really concerned about messing up. Right? You just merge. Okay, the wheel is nearly done. You will see it soon. So after this is completed, we will just copy this wheel. No, first we need to fix the UV. Would be easy, but it's not. We need to first fix the UV. Because we did a lot of damages to the UV, I'm sure. And I don't think it would be very easy to fix. Okay. Why is not cut here? We are humans. We make mistakes all the time. Okay. Okay, so also this side should be, in theory, fixed. Now we can... I mean, the outside, fine. The inside will basically be invisible to anyone, you know? So the inside, so if you want to save polygons, the inside of the wheel, unless we are planning to use the wheel as its own element, the inside of the wheel, I would say, is a bit of a waste to keep it this resolution, right? It's a bit of a waste, but I don't know. Maybe we keep it this way. I mean, what I'm thinking is to do something like this. So getting, you know, 3x3, 3x3, and merging them at center, and which I understand. It's probably not the best, but at the same time we are inside the wheel, and inside the wheel no one will see it. I mean, no one will really look close, you know. And yes, we lost a bit of quality, but at the same time it's just the inside, and there is anyway another piece just attached to this, so I think it's fine. Okay, so we have our wheel pretty much done except for the UV. Except for the UV. I don't know if I want to do the UV now, but you see that the points are not exactly in the right places, but it's better because it gives a bit of a, you know, realistic feeling to the wheel. They may be broken on some sides or not perfect, right? Not perfectly cut. So I think it's good. I think it's good. We could do the same 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 here. We're not saving a lot of polygons anyway, so I think we can leave it. So the UV, I'm just checking if the UV are really fucked up or not. They don't look really fucked up, so probably we can just... I don't know why this part is not textured. Marcellum, I don't know if you have an idea. Maybe it has 2 different textures. It seems that the bottom is, you see, is solid, like no UV. Why? Noise texture, what is that? Holy shit. Base color. Yeah, it seems it's not pointing to metal, basically. No? No. I don't know, it's something weird. Is this part not textured at all? I think it's not textured, boys. Yeah. These polygons at the bottom are not textured. Maybe I will leave that to you, Marcelo. If you want, after this pass that I'm doing, to, you know, do another pass yourself, but like it would be nice if you could texture the bottom and maybe fix the rope, because it's also this part seems not to be textured. This part here, I don't know why. There are some pieces that lost the UV. Okay, let's take the wheel that we fixed and let's duplicate it. We can duplicate it. Well, yeah, it can only be the outside. Yeah, I think the outside is okay. So we can delete. We can delete this. What is the back facing? Okay, there it is. So at least we see it in back facing, which is much better. It's under viewport display, yes. It's under viewport display. Okay, I think we do the same here and there. Right? And then we take our wheel and we just duplicate it on the Y. Bzzz, bzzz. Now if I want to give it a bit of a variation, what happened? Wait. No, it's okay, it's okay. If we want to give it a bit of a variation, we can rotate it a bit, maybe. We can rotate. I don't know if I can rotate. Can I rotate on median point only on the X? Yeah, but without keeping. Ah, fuck. Wait. Let's redo it because I need to remove correct face correctness, otherwise it will do very weird stuff. When I duplicate, I should remove the... What? What? Ah, yes. Sorry, Sam. I was moving it on the wrong axis. No, I was saying if we could rotate all of this on the X a bit, you know, just that the two wheels are not looking exactly identical, I think would be probably better. And then we take this and this. Do we want to mirror it, or do you think the inside and the outside are different? So we need to take them and rotate them, yes. So we need to duplicate, move on the X, and then we will have to rotate this whole thing on the Z 180 like I did now. So now the inside is the inside, the outside is the outside, even if in theory it should be identical, but never know. Okay, so now we take this one and maybe we rotate on the X again, just randomly. I don't know how much, but let's say randomly. And hopefully they are a bit different from each other. Okay. Maybe changes material to wood. Okay, I can try. But I saw the UV. The UV were 0, so there was no UV. I mean, these pieces have no UV. But I can try. If you want. You see, it's already wood. It's already wood, but the UV are broken. Broken, 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 broken. Okay, so this is nice. We will save it as bits version 2. Version 2. Now, the other parts. The other parts. So I think these beams are very nice. I would not touch them at all. So I think the wheels are okay. Now this part seems to be very lean. I mean, I don't see a lot of, but maybe let's watch it this way. There's a bit here, but it's not really much, you know. I think we can keep it. I think we can keep it. It's very nice geometry. I like it. I think we can keep it exactly as it is. Exactly as it is. And then what? And then we have this piece. Perfect. No issues with this piece. Maybe, you know, if you really want, you know, these ones are not needed, but I mean, it's kind of a minor thing, but because these ones are going in, I guess, right? So they will never be visible. Actually, they are not really going in. They are not going in. They are like, I don't know why. It's like this piece is not really resting on. Is not really resting on the bottom thingy. You see? So there is a bit of a space between this and this and this and this. I don't know if the original idea was to have it. And also, like, these ones are not touching each other. Yeah, this one are like flying. That's another problem. Wait, this one we can fix easy. There is just a problem that these ones are not touching the... Vertical is okay, but horizontally they are not touching the sides. Oops. They are not touching the sides. So basically, these vertices, I mean, all of this needs to be scaled on the X just a bit, because they are not going in. So that piece is actually flying. It's technically flying. Right? Oh? What? Oh, okay. Wait. So on all the pieces we do a select all vertex merge by distance, because it seems that there are Yeah, there were 179 vertices, so there was duplicated geometry in this thing. There was a lot of duplicated geometry. It seems that this piece was basically doubled or something. Now we can do it. Yeah, we should do the merge vertices by distance all the time, okay? Just to be sure that there are no leftovers of something duplicated. Okay. So we can do something like this, and then since we did it, so since they are actually going in, you know, we really don't need these polygons. So I mean, it's very small things, I know, but I mean, why leave them if not needed, right? This middle beam also is flying a bit. I mean, it's not very visible, but it's flying a bit. So maybe we can scale it on the Y just a bit, that it goes inside the other. Right? Just a little. And on this one, we have the same, you know, small optimization if we want. That we can delete these faces that are never visible. And just inside, right? Probably is the case also for this one. So no, these are the one I already did. Okay, nice. Okay, nice. So this piece is very clean now. Okay. Let me just do a few checks that we don't have useless faces, but it seems we don't. I don't know why on the left we have these two pieces and on the right they are missing. You see? So this support for the top part is present on the left, but is missing on the right. Which makes the whole thing fly. Yeah, it's missing. I think we need to duplicate them. Is for whatever reason they are missing, but they should be there. They must be there. Otherwise this thing is flying. So I will duplicate and then move on the X and put them here. Even if it's not perfectly symmetrical, it's okay. You can center them like this. Then I will rotate on the Z 180, so at least they are, you know, designed in the same way. Okay. So I think this piece is fine now. Now let's do a merge by distance here and see what happens. Okay, 0. This piece was clean. Now I don't know if we want to have these things go down, but you know, potentially yes. I think we want this to go inside, no? What do you think? Like this? So that he's actually looking like he's inside of the other, because it must be fixed somehow, otherwise the upper part will just fly away. And then we don't need these faces. Okay, so I think this piece is good. This piece looks very interesting. This piece looks very interesting. That is very nice. This is very, very nice. I think we will keep it exactly as it is. I mean, I like the wheels here and the cogs, whatever is the name. And geometry is fine. I mean, if you want, you could put this here and this here, but it's like 4 faces. So I think it's very good. We will leave it like that. Let me just do a check for duplicated. Okay, there are no duplicated here. Now, you may argue if we really need the inside, right? If we really need the inside, but I would say it can be fine. Well, actually, can I have the back facing? Because, bro, without back facing, I don't know how you guys can actually work. I'm back facing already? No, I don't believe it. I'm not back facing at the moment. Am I? I am. Uh-oh. Okay, so if we are back facing, we have double faces here for sure. These faces are all doubled, like 2 sides, and that's completely useless, I would say. Also this one? No, it's impossible. No, it's not back facing. The thing is not back facing. Why? Please. Back face. Ah, okay, now it's doing it. It's not doing it in this view. You need this view to do it. Ah, okay. Question is, do we need this thing? I mean, will this thing ever be visible? Yes, because it's connected there. Okay. Okay, fine. I think we can leave it. Because anyway, it's used the you know. Yeah. It's okay. I think it's perfectly fine. The only one that you may argue is this, right? You may argue about this one, because this one is very hard to see. I mean, it's nearly impossible to see. I think I will delete it. I think it's nearly impossible to see from the outside. I think no one will notice that we deleted all those faces. There is a bit of a fuck up of UV here, Marcelo, if you can see it. There is bad UV on this side. Maybe you can fix it. But the rest is perfect. This piece is very, very, very nice. It's very, very nice. Okay, then we have the... There is a camera, by the way. There is a camera. Then we have additional parts. We have the actual ballista, the arrow, which is separate. I mean the dart, I don't know how you call it. This one, which is separate. There are a lot of pieces actually. There are a lot of pieces. Hello, Electra. Yeah, we're going heavy weapons. Yeah. Let's go to war. Let's make war right now. Let's destroy all those pesky NPC. Yeah, we are, I don't know, we thinking about it. Thinking about it. Okay, so let me check this part. Okay, so let's check this part. First check we do as usual is the merge by distance. 0. Okay, nice. 0. Then we just look at the geometry a bit. Geometry looks very clean, very clean. So I think we will do 0 changes to this. We may just check, you know, if there is any duplication inside. Can I backface here? Please, I need a backface. It's backfacing. Why I cannot backface on... Why I cannot backface in this view? Fuck. I cannot backface in this view. I see. Ah, found it. Okay. I mean, just to check if there are any duplicated faces or, you know, faces that are inside and they should not be inside, but it seems not. So I think this piece is very clean and we keep it as it is. There is a bit of a weird situation here. There is a bit of a weird situation here, but I think it's probably okay. Because yes, it's just the all the lines are coming to that single point, so it's okay. It's actually the way it should be. It's actually the way it should be. Okay. Okay, so I think this part is perfect. In terms of UV, it also looks good. Well, there are some faces which are not UV'd, like these ones. This one, you know, they lost the UV. We cannot leave them golden because they will not show up as golden in Unreal. Yeah, so there is still a bit of UV fixing here, Marcellum. I don't know if you're still listening. Wireframe it, you can see it all. Yeah, but if you wireframe, you know, like this, is you don't really understand if there are, if this face is the opposite side or, you know, back facing, or you don't really see it. Okay, so this guy is good. This guy is good. The dart, merge by distance is fine. The geometry is perfect. Geometry is absolutely great, and the texture is fine. Kind of. I mean, it's a bit warped here, but I don't think anyone will really notice. Okay, so there is a bit of warping. I mean, this vertex probably didn't go the way you wanted to go, but I think that vertex, which is this one, yeah, it should be way to the back compared to where it is So is this guy. Should be probably like this. They are mapped in different places. Scroll. They are mapped in different. The top and the bottom are mapped in different places, but it's okay. Okay. So now it's fine. Now is is not stretched too much. I think it's good. Okay. I just don't know if it would be better to have it vertically instead of horizontally. I think yes. I mean, like if the metal has been worked on this side more than, I mean, more in this direction more than in the other direction, but I don't know. It's just minor things. And we can find the best place for this. I don't know. I think I want it a bit whiter. I think the best would be white. Can I see the texture? I think it would be nice to have the top being rusty and the middle being, yeah, exactly like that. So we have the top, being rusty, and this part being more clean, and this one being rusty again. So yeah, I think it looks nice. I mean, you can even think that it's blood or something. Probably it's not blood, but you never know. Right, so I think it's looking better. Okay. So this guy is good. Now, what are we missing? We are missing this piece, and this piece, and this piece, and this piece. So the rope, I'm not gonna touch it because at the moment, well, let me just maybe do a check for the duplicate vertices. No, 0. Check for duplicates, 0. Oops, sometimes I do that. Check for duplicates, 0. So it was only in the middle piece that there were, for some reason, some duplicates. Okay, on this rope we can optimize a lot. This rope is not really optimized. This one is very good. This one is very, very good. This rope is really not optimized. You see that this part is basically straight, and you have like so many polygons that are totally useless because they are basically flat, right? I think here just a decimate will just do the job. I think we will start to kill these ones easy, but maybe it will touch the other areas. I think the other areas are nice and we want to keep them the way they are. But for example here, there is, you say, these ones we are not really using because there are vertices, but for some reason it's flat. I don't know why this happens. Actually, because in theory you want this to be, like that, so it looks more round. I don't know why we have that. So we have the geometry, but we don't use it. We have the geometry, but we don't use it. Is it because the whole thing is flat? No. Well, maybe. No. No, it's just that we don't. It's just that I don't know. The model was weird. I mean, we need to use that geometry. It's a pity not to use it. Or we delete it, or we use it. Right? So, all of this and all of this need to go out a bit. All of this and all of this needs to go out a bit, and so on, so that at least we use the geometry that we have, right? Here there is even more than that. I don't know, here maybe it's even too much, but fine. I don't know, I think that this probably can be merged. Bah, anyway, I can leave it. I mean, it's not... But in theory here you have an extra loop that you don't need, is what I'm saying. There is an extra useless loop there. No. Yeah, you see that sometimes there is a double loop, sometimes there is not. Okay. Now, now here I think we have the same issue. That we have geometry we don't use. And we can use it if we want. Right? Here pretty much the same, but you know what? I think I'm gonna merge some of these ones now. I don't know. I'm 50-50 in keeping them in place, or... Okay. At least it gives some variation to the rope, and looks like the rope is... But this part is totally useless. I mean, this part is completely... I mean, the way it's done now, it's totally useless. So this one we are really going to cut off. So here you need, you know, from here to here can be 1. From here to, I don't know, maybe here can be 2. And from here to here can be 3. So it's 3 segments only. Everything else is useless. How do we do it in a smart way? I select and dissolve. If I select this, wait. If I select all of this and I dissolve vertices, keeping face correction, what happens? Ah! GG. Didn't really like it. Why? Why I didn't like it? I mean, my selection is correct. I don't know, it doesn't like it. Can I dissolve this? What the fuck? Why is doing this? Why is moving the... No. Okay. We can merge center, and let's merge center. Let's do it by each side and merge center. I think is probably the easiest. Wait. Yeah, the UV needs to be redone here, but These are so many polygons that is really a pity to leave them there, you know, so it doesn't make any sense to leave them where they are, so. Okay. I mean, this is more than enough for this part, really more than enough now. Also these ones, I think there are a bit here which are useless. Okay. So it's better. In terms of resolution is better. We still have some redundancy here, but it's okay. I think it's okay. Fine. Well, I think that's it. I think that's it, right? So in terms of poly count, I think now is very nice. And let me see what is the total that we have. So let me save it. So at the moment we are at 8,460. So we went down how much? I don't know, not much. We went down only 200. I was expecting more. Really, we went down only 200. There is the original one. This one was 8,925. 8,925. 8,925 minus what? What? Okay. 8,460. 465. You may want to use the dart as a spare. Yeah, maybe. If we keep it separate, yes. I think it would be nice to have this thing rotate, you know. Even this piece rotate. And by the way, if you wanted to rotate, I think that these two pieces should go together with the main bow, right? Wait. Let me do that. I think the only part that should rotate is this. Everything else, so all of this should be split together with these small bits. Right? And this should be together with this. So that this piece can actually if we want to animate it, in theory it could rotate. Now the center at the moment is here. We need the center to be yes. You see? Brrr. So you can see it loading somehow. Right? That would be nice. That would be nice. And maybe we have that which is rotating in the game. We have the dart which is getting loaded separately. Now, having the ballista actually animate, meaning that this thing will go backward, is a bit of a mess, okay? So having this thing go back and the rope being actually moved and this thing changing the curvature, this means that we need to put a skeleton into it and animate it, which can be fine, but I don't think we're gonna do it at the moment. But in theory, if you put a skeleton, you put an armature inside, you know, this thing will actually bend properly. Which would be very nice, but I think that's for another, you know, round of improvements. But I think we can have the wheels rotate. No, unless we make them all separate. We will need to have the 4 wheels. Probably the wheels will not rotate, but I think that this one rotating will be nice. And maybe, but I don't think if it's easy because we will have to move. We will have to move these 4 pieces together. No wait, these 5. Wait, these 5 pieces together. I think would be nice if we could rotate on the Z like this. You know, like. Why there is a piece that is separate here? Barrel. I don't think barrel should be separate in any way. I don't think barrel should be separate. I think barrel can go... I mean, in theory, it should rotate separately from the crank, but boys, it's too complex. I think the barrel, we can merge it with the crank. I don't think it needs to be separate. I think you probably, Marcellum, you split it because you were thinking to crafting so that you can actually drop a piece on the ground just with a piece, but I don't think... you see what happens? This is where you lost the UV. This is where you lost the UV, and you want to know why? Because this thing has a name in the UV map. UV map. This one is named UV map, and this one is named something else. You see? And so these ones are fucking up the merge. So when you merge them or split them, they are going to go crazy. So you need... I don't know exactly how to do it though. So you need to rename this one. You need to rename this one UV map. And you need to have this one... I don't know if it's this or that. Yeah, you see there is one that is wrong. And this one is to be renamed UV map. And so now when you merge them, they are going to work. You see? I think we will have one piece, which is this. Which is this guy, which is a very nice piece, and he can rotate. He can rotate horizontally, and I think it's very nice. And we will have, and probably we will have basically the rest all together. But for now, you can leave it separate. But I think the rest will be all together. There will be one other piece. Okay, so I will do this. I will send it to you, and if you can please fix the... Let me see, maybe it's just the UV map. How do we merge this though? How can we show them together? Basically, on one UV map, this part is mapped. On this other UV map, this part is mapped. So based on what I turn on and off, I see... the problem is that I have no idea how to merge them. Ah, wait. Now... I mean, I clicked few times on one and the other, and I know, but it's fucking up the UV on the other. It seems that there were both UV available, you know, and maybe you worked a bit on one or the other, and now they are fucked up. Maybe the only way would be to split the mesh, each one with his UV. Can we do this? I have no idea. Can we split this into... And the problem is that it's not this split. And it's not the material, because it's wood on both, right? It's wood on everything. The problem is... And by the way, I think here it should be metal, no? Why is wood also in this area? I think there is a bit of a fuck up in the UV, but that's the reason. I mean, if you can fix it somehow, it will be very nice. And I think the same problem you have here, I'm pretty sure. So that if you go under mesh, you see here you have 4 different UV, and based on the one that you switch on or off, for example, this one is fixing this part, but I have no idea how to fix that, man. I don't know how to fix that myself, so I will send you this, and if you can please do a pass on it and check. I think for the rope we can use a much better texture. Let me find it. Because we already use one, I can send it to you. Rope material instance. I mean, it can be this one, which is very nice. This one is super cool. Or it can be this one, which is a bit lower quality. I think this one is very nice. I can use this one. So this one I need to give you rope A. So I will extract, export. We go into the ballista directory. And we save it, so I can give you back this, and this. But I think it's a very nice model. V2. 3 megabyte. I think 3 megabyte. I can send to you. No, it's too big, huh? How do you... Is it because it was too big, or... I cannot drop files. I cannot drop files into the chat. How did you do it? Plus... I found it. It's like this. So if you can please check the UV maps. There are multiple ones and should be one only. Also check the wheels. How do you call the How do you call the mozzo? Hub? Okay. The wheel hub. Yeah, it is 2 megabytes, so it was 3 megabytes. Okay, nice, guys. I think I'm gonna go, but it was a nice, nice stream. So we fixed some bugs, and we fixed the chat logs, and now we have reviewed this ballista item, which I think would be a nice item to have into the game. Yesterday, when we did the raid to Lana, we actually raided properly, but we were only 4 people. And I think that she has a threshold probably to 10 or 5. And so our raid didn't go through, at least didn't go on the screen. So that's why you didn't see it. That's why you didn't see it. But I kind of said hello, and she replied. So I think some people... We may try again. Let me see if there is anyone else. Anyone else which is using Unreal. This is us. This guy is playing Call of Duty. He has Unreal Engine in the tag, and he's playing Call of Duty. There is this guy with 4 viewers. I think it's perfect. He's using Unreal, so let's raid this guy. I have no idea what he's doing, but let's raid this guy anyway. Okay, so if you want to raid with me, go to this link. If you can click on this link, and so we will go in Twitch, and we will raid, and we will go there. Okay, so tonight I'm not gonna stream. Probably I'm gonna work a bit on Plane Shift, but also I'm going to play some video games. But we will see each other tomorrow evening, okay? Most likely. Nearly sure. See you, boys! Bye-bye. We're gonna make this game, boys. We're gonna make it. We're doing good progress. What I'm going to play, I think Dota. Is sometime I'm not playing Dota, so I think I will play Dota. I can stream it on Discord if anyone is interested. See you.